Are you a prospective home seller? You're ready to go ahead and put your house on the market, but you have one main concern, and that is of your pet? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some helpful tips on how you could prepare to sell your home with a pet right after this. Hi, this is Camille, and before I get into the helpful tips, I want to first thank you again for watching my video. Also, make sure you take a look at my YouTube channel, Buy, Sell, Live, NJ. Got a lot of great information, content, resources for any prospective home buyers and home sellers in the Northern New Jersey area. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. So let's get to it. What are some of the main things you should do if you are considering selling your house, but you have some concerns about how your pet will be handled? Well, it's a good thing that you're starting the search and the process early on. I think it's imperative that you go ahead and determine what things need to be done prior to placing your home on the market. Let's go over a few of those items. Number one, hide any evidence of pets in the property. That means keeping your toys in a confined area. Also, making sure any litter boxes are in a tucked away area. Also important, make sure that the photographer hides any evidence of pets in the home, because non-pet lovers, that's the first thing they're going to seek out, anything that might be a negative to them. So hide any evidence of pets. Number two, deodorize and deep clean the property. You know how some people find certain perfume smells offensive? Same thing happens with pet smells. So it's important to hire a company to go ahead and do a nice deep cleaning of the floors and possibly the walls of the property. That also means don't just mask the scent with air fresheners or candles. That sometimes does not do it. So make sure, go the extra mile to do a nice professional cleaning of the home. Also, make sure that you change the air filters in the property. Sometimes that pet dander can be picked up within the filters, so changing those out prior to the home sale can help you out. Number three, repair any pet damage to the home. Have you ever seen those properties that have the chewed on molding or the skid mark from where the pet likes to rub on a certain portion of the wall? Take care of those items in advance, because it will definitely tip off any possible buyer of your home, and then it will have them wondering, if this is visible and not taken care of, what else that is not visible has not been taken care of. So make sure you take a couple of days, do like I said, a nice painting of the walls, repair any molding damage. Also, if you have any of the furniture that's been shredded up because of the pets, put a cover over that furniture. Do whatever you need to do to make sure those items are eliminated. Number four, make sure you take some time to spruce up the yard. If your dog uses the backyard as their personal wasteland, clean it up. Also, be aware that if the dog likes to do a lot of digging in there, make sure those holes are appropriately handled prior to placing a home on the market. A lot of buyers will walk in the backyard area, and the last thing you want them to do is to either step in feces or step in a hole. So make sure those items are taken care of. Number five, determine where you're going to relocate your dog or cat during the showing periods. Showings can happen at any time of the day. In New Jersey, you can see agents usually block up to a half an hour or an hour for each showing period. Now compound that by multiple showing periods in a day, and that means that your pet can possibly be relocated for a majority of the day. So first off, determine who is going to handle the pets during the showing period. Are you going to have a friend, family member, or a neighbor escort your animal out of the house during any showing periods? If this is not an option for you, maybe option number two is to crate the animal. Have your dog locked up or your cat locked up during the showing times. I know that can sometimes be stressful to you as much as it is to the animal to have the animal locked up during the day, but it could be an option. Number 3, if those first 2 are not options for you, is to make sure that showings are scheduled with maybe you being present, or that the animal is in a confined space. I do not necessarily recommend placing the animals in the bedroom. Reason being is whenever somebody looks at a prospective buyer, looks at a home, one of the first things they're going to want to take a look at is the kitchens, the bathrooms, and the bedrooms. So if you take a portion of that showing experience away from them, that could be frustrating for them. So make sure your animal is in a confined space if at all possible, or better yet, plan on taking your dogs for lengthy walks during any showing periods. If you have a cat, sometimes, cats usually are self-sufficient and they don't necessarily want to be bothered as much from people. So that might be okay. Also important is making sure that your agent notifies any other agents that are going to show the house that there is a pet on the premises. If you do go this route with keeping your dog or cat in the house, make sure that your agent that you hire puts notifications up on all the doors that there is a pet in the premises and not to let them slip out the house. And also have your agent put this in the realtor database as well, so everybody is fully aware that there is a pet in the home. Last thing is, not only do you have to worry about your animal, sometimes you have to worry about your neighbor's animal too. A good example of this is if your neighbor has a yelping dog, that can be a deterrent or a distraction to any prospective buyers. So if you do have a nice relationship with your neighbor, ask them if they can place the dog in the home during the showing times so it's not a distraction to any prospective buyers. I would love to hear from you. Are there any suggestions or recommendations you have as well on how you can handle a pet during the selling process? Please let me know in the comments section below. Until next time, take care and have a great day.